Hello and welcome back to Marvel Puzzle Quest with me, P.I. McLeod, and it's a quick one today. It's not a poll session, it's nothing huge and earth-shattering, no new character to really talk about. Hey John, wow, you jumped on real quick. Thanks, bud. Nice to see ya. I'm really just doing Crash the Titans because procrastination is real. And we only have like, I don't know, X amount of hours left before this thing goes away. So let's get to it. Crash Titans against Luke Cage. And God, what's with all the cheaters? Thank you, John. Thank you. This Luke Cage here is cheating with the 555, but let's go back to what he's really here for. When he was first introduced to the game way back when. Let me just tell you how I got introduced to Luke Cage. I'm not a big comic book guy. Not to say I don't like them. I do. I just never really fell into that deep abyss of comic book love. Luke Cage came into Marvel Puzzle Quest, and I was excited because all I knew of Luke Cage was from Marvel Ultimate Alliance back on the older consoles back a while ago. Hey, Apollo. Can I say that? Yeah. How you doing? Luke Cage came into the game, and I was really fond of his humor level in the game. The whole sweet Christmas phrase that he used, and just, I don't know, I thought it was a cool shtick. He comes into the game with a projectile as a passive to start, and I know this seems like nothing nowadays. But back then, when he was introduced as a 3-star with a projectile to start, you must believe everybody was running Luke Cage for just a small amount of time. Because, hey, that's protection. And since 4 stars were barely ever even a thought, you were protecting against so much damage early game with Luke Cage. But then you add in his black and his yellow, and I mean, it's okay. But really, it was just like, you could drag out a fight a lot longer with a Luke Cage on your side. Am I afraid of it nowadays? No. But back then, it was definitely something to have. It was definitely worth it. Anyways, let's move on. Oh, what was that, John? He was awesome when he came out. And no clue about him in comics, but I used him constantly. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He was definitely, I don't want to say top tier stuff, but at the same time, like, back before you could punish special tiles, like, he was a big deal. But we get to go against him with Kingpin, Wilson Fisk. Oh, God. You know, Wilson Fisk here, and at least the 4-star one in MPQ, has undergone a couple of changes since he was introduced. Let's take off these boosts first before I get into the conversation. They used to not be this way. What was that, John? Original Deadpool wave fight with 3-star Thor, I assume. Yeah, I could see it. I mean, back in that time period. Yeah, Wilson Fisk underwent like a change or two. The Maggia Pawns, they pretty much do the same thing. They create a bunch of countdowns that have long timers. They don't tell you. I wish they told you the timers in here, because I feel like it's a big part of the ability. These 3 yellow Maggia Thugs, 2 Muscles, 2 Hitmen. It's great and all, but some of them have long timers, and that's kind of a detriment to the skill. It gets you a lot of countdowns out there, which is great because if any amount of them go off, they're all really strong. They're really worth it. But unfortunately, they're not fortified. They're not, they're not special in any way. They can be matched, destroyed, whatever. 4-star Doc Ock laughs at him, So does Morbius, and, you get the point. I'm going to skip over Fisk's defense because I want to get that one last. Wilson's Gambit also had like... Wilson's Gambit was the thing that really changed big time. Notice how it's 8 black, says removes a random friendly countdown tile, does damage. If there are 3 or more, removes 3 of them, deals damage. If you put it up to 5, it's the same thing, which is more damage. It used to not require it. It used to have an ability where he didn't have to remove a countdown to do the damage, and he was better back then. It didn't do a ton of damage. It wasn't like it was broken. It was just did damage, and if you remove a countdown, it did more. And remove X amount of countdowns, do some team damage. I don't see why they ever nerfed him like this, but they did, and it's been a long time now. He plays a lot better with goons in the PvE modes. Like, I don't mean against them, I mean like as an enemy. When you fight him, like, the goons always have countdowns out, so he's constantly using that to his advantage. But it sucks for us players. He got a nerf, and I don't ever really know why. Finally, the fist defense. Why did I say this for last? Because this is actually a sleeper ability that people don't think about often enough, in my opinion. 8 purple. I noticed I have it at level 5 for good reason. Reduce enemy and enemy strongest color by 6. Oh, I'm sorry, AP. I can talk. An enemy strongest color by 6 and generate 8 yellow. So this is a power that lets you use 8 purple to get 8 yellow. Go ahead. Tap your resources of your mind. Tell me who else can use purple to get yellow. There's not a lot of options out there. There's very few. Like, this is something that Wilson Fisk does almost exclusively. There's like 1 or 2 other options, and even then, they're not as, I don't know if they're as efficient. This is an 8 to 8. This is like a 1-to-1 transfer. 8 purple for 8 yellow, and not to mention you're reducing the enemy AP. Mysterio makes it so yellow makes purple for you. So if you put the countdown out there, with yellow, you have to use yellow to get it, right? But once you put that countdown out there, every yellow match you make makes purple AP for you. So kind of not the same, but it's a similar thought. No, it's fine. It's not to derail the conversation here, but Mysterio is one of, when I first saw him, I thought he was a 5-star Loki fan, because I could use yellow to make more purple, so Loki can stab people more often. That's funny. No, but no, honestly, at the end of the day, this is about Wilson Fisk, 4-star here, and I just want to shine a little light on that. He looks kind of crappy when all things are said and done, but this is a thing to remember. If you need a yellow generator, you just get some purple, and away you go. It's pretty handy to know in the back of your pocket. What do I want to do with this here? I probably don't need to move this up anymore. I mean, I know you think this is probably a good way to do some damage, but honestly, I just like making lots of yellow, making lots of countdowns, and letting the countdowns do the work for me. I mean, what's the loot cage going to do about it, right? I think we're good enough. We can get into this. Yeah. And by the way, the Mysterio to Loki thing, it does work. It's just not guaranteed, because you still need to get the yellow, and then you need to make yellow matches to really make them more purple. It's just it was a fun flash in a pan idea. It works, just not as efficiently as I'd like. Okay. We were talking about purples, and I see yellows. I guess I'll do this, because I get blacks and a cascade. Wow, this board dried up rather quick. Yellow's unavailable, black's unavailable, purple's unavailable. Well then, I guess I'll just, I don't know, take this red. Wow, they're being stingy. Like, no one gets to play. He needs black and yellow too, you know? I guess I'll take that. Cool, now that I have the black, I need some yellow. Which means I need purple or yellow. Anyone. Oh, I forgot. Shoot. I already forgot, guys. It's 101. Animation's on. Good thing really nothing happened. His projectile does something, but that's about it. No one really used any other powers yet. You'll see if we get to match it away. If you don't already know what it is. Hey, there's some purple. Oh, what? That was a misclick. It was a misclick. Ugh. You guys hate, I don't know about you, we're playing on mobile here. Sometimes you click something and, you know, fat thumb, I don't know. I like to blame it on the game because, you know, why not? It's kind of like, you know, first-person shooter players being like, ah, it's the game's fault, cheating, lag, whatever. Yeah, sure it was. Right, John? I mean, you believe me, right? He has got way more yellow than I want him to have. 2 more yellow, he can do a righteous uppercut to me, which is pretty damaging. I didn't really mention it about Luke Cage, but I guess a dangerous part about fighting him is if he does get a lot of black, he does a good amount of damage for 6, and then a lot of damage if the countdown still exists that he makes, and he stuns you. Luke with a 3-star Luke with a black generator character at his side is actually pretty darn good. I guess I'll take the black. I don't know. So he doesn't. I kind of want purple and yellow, please. Ouch. Right on like 2 of my 3 chins. My gosh. I don't want to take the team up because then I'll give him black. But I don't know if I have any other choice. I don't see any other moves. So I guess you get the black match. Oh. Ha! Lucky me. A match 4 of green appeared up there and like a moth to the flame away he went. Cool. Now I can do this thing. Let's go. Just gonna look at the palm of my hand for my passwords I saved last week. Then I'm gonna make some pawns come out. Play some chess. And then we're going to use them just for the animation sakes. I mean, I kind of want to see them. Well, you know what? Maybe we should wait. Like, because he might match some of them away. So we should probably, like, let some of them exist for a while. Like, when we get down to, like, 1 turn left, then we'll use it. Just to make sure something goes off. I'd hate for, like, bad luck to strike, you know? Okay, 1 more turn and we'll let it rip. How about this guy right here? That was a good decision. Okay, we don't want him to die right now, but he will. Like, there's cheap shot, muscle, it's like strike tiles that are pretty big. Cheap shot's gonna hit him. Sniper not yet. Sniper no sniping. Yeah, there's a lot of cheap shots coming on in. So let's hit him with this just so you guys can see the animation. I'm gonna poke you. It's kind of like, you know, classic MySpace, Facebook stuff. I'm gonna poke you. And I'm gonna hit with this black, I guess? Sure. And of course you get a match 5. Why not, right? Pow. I wish there was animations for each one of the thugs. You know, like if just they, I don't know, a small animation of them off the side of the screen shooting a pistol or something. Be kind of neat. Look at all this black I can't do anything with. It's great. I mean, just to show you. Not enough tiles. Oh boy. It used to be not a thing. You used to be able to just fire it off willy-nilly. And more yellow for you. Hip hip hooray. I want... Okay, well I guess I'll take that. This would be a lot shorter match if Luke Cage didn't have all that protection, right? I guess it's time to finish it up though, right? Here we go. Purple. Gonna stare at my hand for those passwords I forgot. Bring in my buddies. And then I'm gonna poke one of them. Like the Pillsbury Doughboy. There we go. Done. Luke Cage's hardest part about this fight isn't his damage output. It isn't like his righteous uppercut or his chance to stun if he gets 12 black to spend on that jab. It's the fact that he has a projectile that's blocking so much damage incoming. That's really it. If you could just sidestep that or overpower it, it's done. Easy enough. well, that is that. I don't know about you guys, but I love days like this where the featured event, you can kind of see it in there. Time left 1 day, 6 hours. It's a 2-day event. Kind of feels like I have like time off, like I could breathe a little bit. I'll be honest, I didn't complete it yet today. I usually do the PvEs all on the same day, but on a day like this, I was busy, family stuff. Sometimes you need to take a little me time, and I hope you guys do too, because we all need it once in a while just to breathe and relax. So tomorrow I'll be back on the grind. Thank you for the day off, MPQ. Okay, no problem, John. Thanks for watching. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to get to bed because, 4 to 5 hours sleep might be enough. I'll talk to you guys later. See you.